Hi friends, MD Vegan. Breakfast time and it's getting warm outside. I'm happy. I make ice cream. Ice cream on fruit salad. And today it's just one fruit. It's a blueberry here. And I'll put it into a cashew yogurt. I recently did the same recipe just with strawberries. First I make the yogurt. It is refined with date mousse and lemon juice a little bit to enhance natural flavors of the blueberry. Here, that is cashew yogurt. I make it myself, but you can take any plain yogurt, of course. It's always different. Cashew yogurt I make is with cashews and water and a bacteria culture called acidophilus. That is what is recommended for making yogurt, the fermentation. And I show you in another video linked under this one how to make it. You blend the cashews with water 1:1 ratio and add some bacteria, a tiny little bit. Overnight you have a yogurt. Then in the fridge it will keep for, the longer it keeps, the longer you keep it, the better it gets, the more tart it gets. But first of all you put it outside the fridge in a room temperature in a sealed container. Don't fill the container too high. I made that mistake. It's all over the place because the fermentation builds gas and that goes through the lid, whatever you do. So I fill it only a quarter of the whole container. So not too much, really, it's important. And lemon juice, I didn't show you the date mousse, right? I'm sorry. Let me see. Here's the date mousse. Here, date mousse. That's what date mousse looks like. I make it myself too. You can also purchase it. And there's another video under this one, how to make the date mousse. Just blending dates with water. Well, that's it. As little water as you can. And then it keeps for a week. After a week, I would recommend to eat it quickly because it can turn sour then in the fridge. And here is lemon juice, half a lemon only for this amount because the lemon juice is sour and the yogurt is sour too. If you take too much, it gets too sour. That's all, right? But a little bit is nice because you have this lemony flavor with the date mousse, sour sweet, and that adds to the tartness of the yogurt and highlights the flavor of the blueberry. That's what I always do. I like to do. You don't need to do that, but it makes it nicer, a little bit, a refinement. And the dates, the blueberries go right into the yogurt. Here I have 2 cups about. Blueberries, the healthiest fruit we have, what they say, the science, because it's good for the brain. And they made even tests with children. And you give children blueberries directly after they eat the blueberries. They can learn better, enhanced capabilities with the brain. And it's really amazing how fast it works. Get 4 hours it works. The blue color of the blueberries makes them so healthy. It's the ticket to the brain. The blue color goes through the food barrier here, the nutrient barrier from the brain needs most of the energy of the body that we take in. It's the most important inner organ. And the body makes sure that nothing wrong gets to the brain. That's why it has a barrier here. Only good stuff goes through. But the blueberry, the blue color, is the ticket through that barrier. So it goes directly to the brain, and there it can do the good work. The blueberries are really... I always have blueberries at home now. It doesn't have to be the most expensive one. You know, you can get them inexpensive. They have lots of blueberries in the supermarkets here because, of course, they know it's a very, very important fruit because it's so healthy. And I always have them at home. I have a snack in between. Even if you eat something unhealthy, something not so healthy, in a regular meal, happens, right? If you eat a handful of blueberries with it, it turns around. It's fantastic. It does not work with blueberry juice. It has to be blueberries. It's fantastic what science knows. here, that's my simple breakfast today. And I put some ice cream on top. The yogurt with blueberries and vanilla ice cream on top. And for that, I have to go to the freezer because the frozen bananas are still waiting. I make a Blitz ice cream and I come back in a sec. These are my frozen bananas, and as you can see, I cut them into slices and they are very ripe. The banana should be ripe. I mean, the riper it gets, the more it gets to the vanilla kind of flavor. Bananas and vanilla to me are somehow similar. I don't know exactly why botanically that is, but it's the flavor. When they get browner and browner, they turn into this vanilla kind of flavor. Vanilla is not to compare, it's really outstanding, but it is similar, it's very interesting. But when you get them, if you don't like that and you have them too unripe, too hard, that's not so good for the ice cream, for the texture. The texture then of the ice cream is a little bit like a gummy bell. That's not so nice. Ice cream should be creamy and light and fluffy and so. And that's when the bananas get riper. I get a bunch of bananas from shopping, and then I put them on my shelf. And when they get riper and riper, I freeze the ones I want to make ice cream of. And I can make always the slices, make it possible to get them out of the freezer the right portion I need anytime. So that's very cool. Needs a little bit of plan ahead of time. Yeah. But also with the yogurt, I make the yogurt ahead of time. I plan ahead how much cashews I need to soak. And the date mousse, also I need the date mousse to soak them. It's easier for the blender. So I plan a little bit ahead of time, then I can quickly make this recipe, put them together. A little planning ahead makes it easier to make a recipe every day. So this is the food processor with the S-blade. That is my tool for making Blitz ice cream, and it's really cool. I also have a nice blender here, but for the ice cream, it's too much power, too small blades. It creates heat, and then the banana ice cream melts, and I have to freeze it again to make these beautiful balls, scoops, right? So right in the frozen bananas, and it should be frozen, really frozen. When I talk a lot and let them stand here, they are too warm. It doesn't make the scoops anymore. So that's why I wait until the last moment and then I get them. Now I have to run. So the bananas go into the processor, and that would be an ice cream by itself, perfect. You don't need anything else. But it makes it even better with some cashew flour. And if you have only cashew flour, nothing else, to the bananas, you can take a lot. This, some cashews, into a coffee grinder, electric coffee grinder, very useful too, $10 and you have it. And you can make this cashew flour or other nut flours, nut meals. And the cashews are very nice for that. They are so creamy. The perfect creaminess comes in that, almost like from a machine, an ice machine. You don't need that. Blitz ice is right from the blender. It's perfect. And of course, a nice amount of vanilla powder. You can take any kind of vanilla flavor you have. It doesn't matter. I take always the powder. Yeah, don't know. Yeah. I could also take other vanilla flavors, but mainly the flavor of the vanilla opens up a space in my mind, and all the flavors can expand there. That's what vanilla does. It's really a flavor enhancer like no second. It's really amazing. No other. So that's it. Maybe a tablespoon, a small tablespoon of vanilla powder, or a large teaspoon vanilla. That is enough. Yeah. And let's go ahead. We'll do the blender dance now for my Blitz ice cream. This looks like vanilla ice cream to me. What do you say? That's what it should look like. The texture is good. I have to process for some time because otherwise there are chunks in the banana ice cream. Chunks don't really matter so much, but it's nicer without, right? And now I can scoop it right from here onto my breakfast or dessert. Yeah, it's a perfect texture here. The ice cream is a little bit softer, and it tastes better because the cold, the ice, of course, takes the flavor away. uh, but shouldn't be too cold in the end. But when I process it like I did here, it gets warm a little bit, so the flavor comes out, especially from the vanilla. Vanilla is a wonderful flavor. It's a wonderful spice. It goes with so many other recipes. I have a pea soup with chili and vanilla. Classic combination. It's really amazing. Check it out. So, it's my ice cream. I got it. And my breakfast. It's a fruit breakfast. Bananas are a fruit. Blueberries are a fruit. Dates are a fruit. They are one of the healthiest sweetness we have, by the way. Wonderful malty flavor. Super healthy, science channels. So it's a wonderful breakfast. The days are warm outside. I can enjoy my ice cream again. I will come up with some variations. This one is a nice one, I guess. I hope you enjoy watching. If you like please, and subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. I have another recipe every single day. You can also donate. There's a thanks button. You get your own little sign for it. I would be happy. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.